I want to thank them very much for their support of the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Let's have a great morning.
Joey Perez is live in the studio now till 10 a.m. for the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show.
Here we go, Listener's Choice Best of the Best Award. Who's the first one?
Well, the first one is the...
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Yeah, hello out there in TV land. Channel 32.3, The Loop. Also, thank you to those that are tuning in on our worldwide video stream, jliveent.com. jliveent.com. You can watch our video stream there on any mobile device, anywhere in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. We have a very busy show. Oh, I guess I forgot to mention my radio friends. 92.5 FM, kfunradio.com. Our free app, KFun 92.5, which you can download on your phone as well. It's absolutely free, and you can listen to the radio wherever you go. Because there's a lot of people that say, hey, I listen to your FM station, but it goes out on me when I'm driving past this city or that city. Well, folks, no need to worry anymore, because with the app, you can listen anywhere in the world. Literally, you can listen anywhere in the world. So it is the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. And if you've been following us on social media, Instagram at Eggs, Bacon, Joey, or Facebook.com/KFunRadio, you've noticed that we've posted a lot of the videos that we had the interviews of the candidates that were running for Hanford City Council. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of District D after last night's election was Diane Sharp. Diane Sharp was the winner of the Hanford City Council District D election. We had Diane here on the show. Great person, great individual. Had a great time speaking to her. I think she's going to do a great job. But the inevitable happened for Mr. Francisco Ramirez, and this recall has come to an end. And Mr. Francisco Ramirez of the Hanford City Council District D has been recalled. He will now no longer be a part of the Hanford City Council. So, once again, the election results have shown that Diane Sharp is the winner of the District D recall election. She will now take the seat of Francisco Ramirez. There will be a general election in November. And I was watching several videos on Facebook. There were people that were celebrating. There were people that weren't celebrating. And Francisco Ramirez mentioned in his video that he will be running again in November. And he says he's coming back for his seat. So stay tuned for that, as it's going to be a very, very interesting November as that general election comes near again for that same District D seat. All right, so once again, folks, thank you so very much, and congratulations to Diane Sharp. We will have some responses. We'll have some. We're actually going to have some people in here that'll be speaking about the election and what their thoughts are now that it is finally over. So stay tuned for that in just a bit. But right now, I want to get to a couple things, including the Academy Award nominations that I kind of skimmed through yesterday. If you haven't heard, I have this link on my website, jliveent.com. Click on the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Radio and TV tab. You'll go down, scroll down. You'll see a link that says Joey's Favorite Things. And under my favorite things, I put up some movies that I thought I would like to recommend to you guys. And two of those were Lady Bird and also Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Well, they have been nominated big time. Both of those movies have been nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards, and Meryl Streep was nominated for Best Meryl Streep. Yeah, she's got her own award. That's how good she is. All right, so Hawaii governor couldn't fix missile alert because he forgot the password. Are you guys hearing about this? When Hawaii pushed out a ballistic missile alert earlier this month, Governor David Ige knew within 2 minutes, sounds like 2 months, but he knew within 2 minutes that it was a false alarm, but he couldn't hop on Twitter and tell everybody because he didn't know his password. He said this week, "I have to confess that I don't know my Twitter account login and passwords." And that's why so many people had to go and be frightened. And I saw one guy actually putting his kids down a sewer because they thought this was going to be a ballistic missile. Nobody got the false alarm. Why wives should shovel the snow. For those of you that have snow around your home, a study at Harvard Medical School says snow shoveling often is a riskier activity for men than it is for women. Some men see snow shoveling as a challenge and will keep at it until every last flake is out of the way. Women, on the other hand, will usually clear a narrow path that's safe enough to pass through. As a rule, men with heart disease shouldn't shovel snow, and even healthy men over the age of 50 should go easy on it. Some older men that have heart disease or have heart disease without even knowing it. Wacky but true, a fake ninja wah-ya, chicka, wah-ya, blows robbery. In the UK, a man got into a disagreement with the counterman at the neighborhood grocery where he was a regular. When he left, he promised he'd be back. And when he returned, it would be to rob the place. He was gone long enough to put on a ninja outfit. Hi-ya! Unfortunately, since he'd promised to come back, police had already been called and they caught him minutes later. Happy birthday is going out to Neil Diamond, who is 77. Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Mary Lou Retton is 50. Matthew Lillard from She's All That is 48. Ed Helms from The Office and Vacation is 44. And Misha Barton, remember her from the OC? She's 32 years old this morning. Happy birthday to them. And happy birthday to all of you celebrating a birthday out there. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to whoever you are. Happy birthday to you. Oh, yeah, to you. All right, stay with us. We got the 5 things you need to know this morning coming up. Your top of the morning news. We got some fog alerts out there as well because it's pretty foggy. It was foggy on my way to the studio. So, folks, stay with us. A lot of eggs, bacon, and Joey. Right after the break.
Looks like Seems to me you don't want to talk about it. Seems to me you just turn your pretty head and walk away. I got to cool myself down, stomping around, thinking some words I can't name ya. Meet you halfway, nothing to say. Still, I don't suppose I can blame ya. Seems to me you don't want to talk about it. Seems to me you just turn your pretty head and walk away. Walk away.
Good morning and welcome to the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show with Joey Perez, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining us. And yes, it is the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. I'm trying to adjust my camera here. There we go. You guys can see me better there? Hello. Hi. How are you? Thank you for joining us. All right, folks, we have some foggy day schedules to announce here really quick before we get to the 5 things you need to know. Really quick, King's Christian School is in Plan A. Layton area schools, Plan A. Lemoore area schools are on a 1 hour and 30-minute delay. Riverdale area schools, Plan A. Also, Wakena Joint Elementary, Plan A. West Park Elementary, Plan A as well. Carruthers, Elvira, and Monroe are also on Plan A. Golden Plains School District on Plan B. So foggy times out there on the road, which means please drive safely out there as well, folks. Very important that you drive safely and be cautious of the other driver on the road. Currently, right now, 35 degrees. It is chilly. All right. Toys R Us is closing. More than 180 stores, more proof that Walmart and Amazon are squeezing their retail rivals. Here's what else you need to know to get up to speed and out the door. It's the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show's 5 things you need to know this morning. Number 1, the Russia investigation. Special counsel Robert Mueller has indicated interest in questioning President Donald Trump about his dismissals of former FBI Director James Comey and former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. 2 sources familiar with the matter are saying to several news sources, the sources cautioned against presuming the president would sit down with Mueller in the next few weeks, saying there is still much to be negotiated. Other news sources are saying that this news, paired with word that Mueller's team has already interviewed Comey and Attorney General Jeff Sessions, indicates at least part of Mueller's Russia probe is racing toward its endgame. A foreboding moment looms for Donald Trump's presidency and for the nation. Number 2, immigration. The end of the government shutdown finds Republicans and Democrats moving even further apart on immigration. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer withdrew an offer that would have approved funding for President Trump's border wall. And the White House indicates it wants more than just the wall and additional resources on the southern border in exchange for a DACA fix. It wants Homeland Security to have more power to remove undocumented immigrants. These changes in positioning risk losing the support of very conservative and very liberal lawmakers, which means we'll probably be facing another immigration-fueled showdown come February the 8th. Now remember, the government reopened, but only until February 8th, which means on February 8th, we could have another shutdown. It is possible. Number 3, the Kentucky school shooting. They're planning prayer vigils today at Marshall County High School in western Kentucky after a shooter killed 2 students and wounded 16 others. The suspected gunman is a 15-year-old male student who was nabbed on the scene. He'll probably be charged as an adult on murder and attempted murder charges. Shocked students described utter chaos as gunfire broke out in the school's common areas right before classes started. Some kids jumped fences and ran into the woods for safety. How scary. Scary, scary, scary. And one of the things I was going to mention was that, yesterday this wasn't really on the main headlines. And what I'm scared of is that this is becoming a common thing. And it's really scary to know that a 15-year-old would take his gun to school and cause this much chaos. And we've seen it before, folks, but let's not let it become normal. Let's not let this become normal. Number 4, North Korea. What does Kim Jong-un really want? CIA Director Mike Pompeo thinks the North Korean leader is developing nukes for more than just preserving his regime. Pompeo says Kim's ultimate goal is to take over the entire Korean peninsula, and he's prepared to use both nuclear weapons and conventional military forces to do it. So could the U.S. do a limited military strike to stop him without risking a full-scale war? Pompeo wouldn't answer that, but President Trump has said in the past that all options are on the table when it comes to dealing with North Korea. Number 5, the Oscars. Yes. So who's going to win? Looks like The Shape of Water. And 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri have all the momentum in the Best Picture race, but don't be shocked if a dark horse like Lady Bird nabs the Oscars top prize, and maybe this year it won't be so #Oscars so white, with 3 African Americans and a black English actor getting nominations in the acting categories, and Get Out director Jordan Peele grabbing writing and directing nods. Sadly for superhero movie fans, there was nothing for the much-loved Wonder Woman. That's so weird. It was a great movie. So the Academy Awards will take place on March 4th, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel. Now, The Shape of Water, I'll tell you, I watched it as well, and I think I talked about it here on the show. It's kind of like a sci-fi / like love story. You got this weird-looking monster type of guy, and he's coming out, and he's falling in love with a girl, and it's very interesting. I wouldn't let you watch this movie with your kids in the room. I'm just going to say that. Don't watch this movie with your kids in the room. Coming up next, top of the morning news. Stay with us.
If you see a faded song
in my Chrysler. It's as big as a whale, and it's about to set sail. I got me a car, it seats about 20, so come on and bring your jukebox money.
Love Shack is a little old place where we can get together. Love Shack, baby. Love Shack, baby, Love Shack. 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 Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby.
Knock a little louder, baby.
Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby.
I can't hear you.
Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby.
Knock a little louder, sugar.
Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby.
I can't hear you.
Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby. Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby. Bang, bang.
On the door, baby.
Bang, bang.
On the door.
Bang, bang.
On the door.
Forget about that stale cereal or oatmeal. Joey Perez is live on your radios to provide you with the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey. You are now listening to the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. It is the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. Thank you all so very much for tuning in this morning. Once again, the big announcement that we announced this morning, Diane Sharp is the new Hanford City Councilwoman for District D. District D. Diane Sharp won the recall election, and it is official. Francisco Ramirez, who held that seat as the District D councilman, has been recalled by the city of Hanford, and the public and the voters have obviously made the decision to recall the Hanford City Councilman, and we'll have some reactions in just a bit. All right, really quick, let's get to some trending news here this morning before we get to Dr. Golden, which we're going to wake up with Dr. Golden here in just a moment. A family in mourning is aiming some of their anger at the city of Fresno after a fax bus, the city buses that are in Fresno, killed a 62-year-old man. It's kind of disturbing as how this could even occur with a city employee driving a city bus, said attorney Butch Wagner, who represents the victim's family. Javier Silva left behind a wife and an adult son on Tuesday. They fought through tears to file a government claim against the city of Fresno in the first step towards a wrongful death lawsuit. Well, it looks like there's going to be a burnout in Tulare. And I'm not talking about just no regular burnout. This is a kind of a marijuana festival, it looks like. In Tulare, organizers say they have met with local police to make sure the event is a fun and safe one for every adult who shows up. Tulare police wanted to make sure that secondhand smoke is not an issue, so marijuana smokers will be confined to a building. Ain't that like what they call hotboxing? Organizers say 600 tickets have already been sold. The Tulare County Fairgrounds is quiet now, but will soon be filled with music, art, and smoke. Yes, marijuana smoke. Thule Huffaker, who's the organizer of the Burnout Festival, he's invited graffiti artists, food and clothing vendors, and marijuana smokers to the event. These type of events, these types of artists, with or without cannabis, it's going to be mellow. With cannabis, I anticipate it's going to be very mellow. There's going to be no alcohol. Alcohol is what causes the problems at concerts. I mean, they got to drink something, though, right? Hopefully he's got, like, soda and snacks and, you know, all the munchies. All right. It looks like some thieves are on the run after snatching an elderly woman's purse. Fresno police is now searching for 3 people who stole an old woman's purse in southeast Fresno. Police say it happened at Winco Grocery in where the thieves were pretending to shop. Police revealed surveillance video showing a man with a shopping cart handing off a purse to two women. The camera caught the crew separating and leaving the store. Fresno Police Lieutenant Mark Hudson says purse theft is far too common and shared this warning. Don't put your purse in a shopping cart. Be mindful of the fact that at anywhere and any place you can become a victim. If you think you know any of the three thieves that did this, please call Crime Stoppers at 559-498-STOP. Well, folks, the ex-Team USA doctor is awaiting sentence. More than 150 victims delivered accounts of sexual assault by a man they were told could help them. And that's just sad news there. Now looks like executives, I think I talked about it yesterday, are now starting to resign on Team USA. And it's just a sad, sad story there. All right, your current temperature right now is currently 35 degrees here in Central California. There is fog, so please be careful. And we want to announce that King's Christian School is in Plan A. Layton area schools are also in Plan A, Lemoore area schools. Buses have been canceled for Lemoore area schools. That's a new developing story here. Buses canceled for Lemoore area schools. Riverdale area schools are in Plan A as well. So it is foggy out there, folks. So please drive safely and be cautious of the other drivers on the road. Our traffic report is brought to you by DataFlow. Go see my friends at DataFlow. StartDBS.com. If you're looking for a copy machine, go see my friend Joe with DataFlow. Traffic collision, no injuries at Road 156 and Avenue 336 in Visalia. Also, traffic hazard at 198 West and 11th Avenue in Hanford. And unknown injuries right now at Houston Avenue and 198 in Hanford. Also at North Bishop Avenue and West Shields Avenue in Fresno. So please drive safely out there, folks. Please. Very, very important. All right. And now, it is time to wake up with Dr. Golden this morning. Dr. Golden, how are you, my friend?
I am fine, sir. Good morning, and how are you?
I am very good. Thank you very much, Dr. Golden. I appreciate you joining us here for another segment. And I want to ask you something. Are you ready for the big game, Dr. Golden? Because we now know who's going to be there. It's the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. It sounds kind of like one of those games where you're going, maybe not the one we wanted, right?
Yeah, it's funny, though, when you think about it, those are the two best teams all year. Arguably the Patriots are always the best team. They've been in, 8 consecutive AFC championship games now?
Yeah, and now it's like, it's almost like it's a given. It's like how much better can this team get? And like Tom Brady, I mean, the focus on this guy and the determination to be the best. I mean, this guy's like a robot.
Yeah, no, he's amazing. He's definitely amazing. And the worst thing you can do is tell the other team he's injured.
Yeah. Would you call Tom Brady maybe the best quarterback of all time?
I would argue that he is. I hate it that he is, but I think if we're objective and try to take our jealousy and emotion out of it, I don't know of anybody better.
What do you think about people that are claiming, I just saw an article about 2 days ago, claiming that the NFL is rigged, and, here we go again with the controversies of the Patriots being a cheating team and all this stuff. Is that just all propaganda?
Oh, sure it is, but I think there's truth to some of it. I think the Patriots are good at coming up with gimmicks to try to give themselves an edge prior to big games. Some of the stuff I think was real. Like, didn't they tape a practice of an opposing team one time illegally? And I think that was a true thing.
Or what was this, the one recently, right? What was it called? Deflategate or something like that? Deflategate?
Inflategate, where they were taking air out of the ball. But, then on that one it was interesting because it came out later on during the investigation process that Tom Brady and Peyton Manning had actually met with the NFL league officials and asked to be allowed to deflate the balls.
You know, the weird thing about that is, too, is like, okay, let's just say even they deflated the balls a little bit. I mean, you still have to have the talent to throw the ball. The other person still has to catch it. Like, you still have to make the play. So regardless of whether the ball's a little deflated or not, I mean, you still have to be able to make the play, bottom line.
No, I agree, and although I'm thinking a little softer ball might be easier for a receiver to catch, you know. Not sure, not really sure.
Well, we're going back in time a little bit because that's already been long and gone. But it just what I'm saying is I'm bringing up some of the concerns I think that a lot of fans still have about the New England Patriots. But the bottom line is they are in the big game. And Dr. Golden, when we get a little closer, I would say maybe next week or so, we'll give our predictions. But like I said, I saw an image yesterday that showed, these are how many fans in the United States. They showed the map of the country, and it said these are the fans that are excited about the big game. And it showed a highlight on Pennsylvania and a highlight on New England area.
Yeah, no, that's really true. I mean, I don't have plans to do anything special for the Super Bowl day, and maybe a good day to play golf.
It might just be. All right, Doc, here's a story that caught my eye because, first of all, I love sushi. I know a lot of people that are listening to my show like to go eat sushi, but attention, sushi lovers. The following may be a bit nauseating, but even if you're a self-proclaimed sushi aficionado, a California man who claims he eats sushi every single day found a 5.5-foot tapeworm wiggling out of his rear end. Ew. And he blames his sushi addiction for the unpleasant surprise. His doctor also thinks his raw fish obsession could have caused the infestation. Amid the trending news of this emergency room visit, you may be wondering, could this happen to me too? Or more broadly, is sushi safe? The good news is that if the raw fish was previously frozen, you're mostly in the clear, according to the Food and Drug Administration. While freezing doesn't kill all harmful microorganisms, the FDA recommends freezing and storing the fish at an ambiance of temperature of -4 degrees or below 7 days total time, although each U.S. state issues its own laws regarding sushi preparation. So if the fish wasn't frozen, there's a chance that it could be infected with parasites. One type of parasite or parasitic illness called anisakiosis, I believe it's called, is on the rise, according to a 2017 report published in the BMJ case report. So, Dr. Golden, sushi, what is going on here?
Well, you know, anything can happen. I certainly don't want to be knocking sushi because I like sushi once in a while as well, and almost everybody I know has a little bit of a taste for sushi. Now, this fella in the article was obsessed with sushi. Somebody needs to give him a cheeseburger for his birthday. But I wouldn't be surprised if the tapeworm didn't come from fish. There's 3 different sources, food sources for tapeworm, and it's beef, pork, and fish. And animals become infected with the parasites when they're grazing or drinking contaminated water, and then if we eat undercooked or, in this case, uncooked fish, we can be infected as well. Also, one of the things that happens is if a person is infected with the tapeworm, like this fella in the article, if somebody contacts his feces, even indirectly, like let's say he was involved in the food preparation business and didn't properly wash his hands, he can transmit tapeworm eggs to another person as well. So it's possible that he didn't get it from the fish. He may have gotten it from another human being who was contaminated.
The fact that there's a possibility that you could receive a tapeworm from somebody else. Oh my gosh, that is just it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I mean, how do you? First off, and I don't know if this is becoming a little bit disgusting here for our listeners and viewers, but hey, we gotta. This is health. This is the facts. So, how do you find out that you have a tapeworm? I mean, is it when you go to the bathroom, you don't feel it inside of you while it's growing?
Well, just give me a tapeworm. And weight loss really does occur. The other thing that can happen is there are some stool tests that can be taken and sent to a laboratory, and they can sometimes detect tapeworm that way. The other thing is there are actually blood tests as well for checking antibodies that are produced to fight tapeworm infections. So if somebody is suspicious, they can go to their doctor, and their doctor will know what tests to order if he or she deems necessary.
Now, is there like a way to see, like an X-ray to see if you got a tapeworm inside of you? Or, I mean, can you see it through an X-ray?
Well, I know that you can do either CAT scanning, which is computed tomography, or have an MRI to look for damage outside of the digestive tract. But I don't know if imaging can specifically see a tapeworm. I just don't know the answer to that.
Well, Dr. Golden, they had a picture of this guy's tapeworm, and it was like rolled around this pole. And to me, I'm thinking, man, 5.5 foot. That's a big tapeworm, man.
These things are big, and there was another recent tapeworm in the news. Remember that North Korean soldier that ran across the border from North to South Korea, and they hospitalized him and found that he had an incredibly giant tapeworm as well.
No, yeah, I do remember that. Man, just like I said, it gives me the heebie-jeebies talking about it and thinking about this stuff. But hey, you got to be aware. And at the same time, this guy was eating sushi every single day. That cannot be healthy for you. And I think the result of it comes out of what we've just seen here. The guy, has a tapeworm in his body. I mean, eating sushi every single day, I just cannot see that as being healthy.
No, I agree. And again, I'm like you. I do enjoy sushi, but not that often. Gosh.
I mean, I do it like maybe once a month, sushi. I mean, or maybe even maybe once every 3 months. I just don't see myself eating sushi that much. And then at the same time, I just don't see someone gaining an addiction to eat it that much every single day. But it's everybody's got their own taste. Yes,
and some people really do eat it frequently. There's no question about that.
All right. Well, Dr. Golden, it is time to tell our listeners and viewers something that we tell them every Wednesday. What is that?
Well, it may rain a little bit this evening, but if you get a chance before that, please try to take a little walk today.
Yes, very important that you take a little walk today. And we've talked about it many times here on our show, that it actually, truly shows results in relieving stress. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that could be confined in their home and they're stressed out about bills or whatever might be the case. That simple little walk could take away that stress, right, Doc?
It does. In a very recent article published in a top-rated medical journal shows that regular exercise increases your lifespan by approximately 5 years.
Increases?
Increases.
Wow, that is that's good information right here. That's why we have you here, Doc, to provide us with that great information. So there it is, folks. Take a little walk today. Very, very important. All right, Dr. Golden, hey, thank you so very much. Have a great week, and we will talk to you soon, my friend.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Dr. Golden, everybody, joins us here every week on the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Medford, KYAF Fireball, KAAX Avenal, KDBT Dos Palace, and KYA San Francisco.
It's the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show.
Here comes old Rosie, she's looking mighty fine. Here comes Hot Nancy, she's stepping right on time. Here go the street lights,
following businesses are underwriters of KFUN 92.5. If you would like to hear your business on KFUN, call our underwriting department at 559-639-5925.
Are you wanting to eat healthy for lunch today? The Rock and Roll Deli has over 10 salads on our menu. We also have clam chowder and chili every day. And now we have clam chowder in a bread bowl. Our clam chowder's been rated #1 in Kings County. You gotta come in and try it. And you probably heard that we have over 70 items on our menu, the largest menu in Kings County. The best burgers in Hanford, hot dogs, prime rib hot dogs, and all with that famous boar's head meat. All natural and all fresh. So if you're hungry and want something really good to eat, come to the Rock and Roll Deli, 102 West 7th in downtown Hanford. Don't forget we have Sweet Palate Bakery inside as well, so you can fill your sweet tooth at the same time. The Rock and Roll Deli. Order online at rock_nrolldeli.com or call us at 639-5000. Visit us in person at 102 West 7th. The Rock and Roll Deli, open today.
Thank you so much for your support of the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. You can follow us on social media, facebook.com/KFUN Radio, facebook.com, search the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show, and Instagram at Eggs, Bacon, Joey. And you know, folks, this would not all be possible without the great sponsors of J-Live Entertainment Events and the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. I want to send a special thank you to Ray Figueroa Construction, King's Dance Center in Hanford, Bell Guy Bell Bonds, The Fifth Quarter in Visalia, Best Salsa Catering, Valley Cryosport, Whole Body Cryotherapy, Hutch's Barbecue Sauce. I want to thank them very much for their support of the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Let's have a great morning.
USA Sports Apparel, Hanford's newest and hottest sports apparel store, is now open, showcasing hundreds of the latest trending sports gear and apparel located at the Hanford Mall and offering a wide variety of items to choose from, such as sports tees, gifts, caps, and accessories, and more. USA Sports Apparel offers exclusive Hanford Joint Union High School apparel for all 3 high schools, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and more. USA Sports Apparel offers a vast variety of licensed rock and roll t-shirts to include our custom designed t-shirt department. And let's not overlook our vast selection of USA, military, religious, Route 66, and CSI, just to name a few of our styles. Baseball caps, Castro hats, and more. Again, it's USA Sports Apparel, located in the heart of Hanford at the Hanford Mall, where USA Sports Apparel is the exclusive supplier for the Rambler Yeti mugs. Or visit usasportst-shirts.com. Again, that's usasportst-shirts.com, or call 559-530-3684. That's USA Sports Apparel.
Do you have an upcoming wedding, corporate event, holiday party, birthday party, quinceanera, or retirement party? Let J-Live Entertainment Special Events Service help you with all of your entertainment, rentals, and special event needs. J-Live Entertainment Special Events Service offers DJ, photo booth, videography, photography, dance floors, decorations, linens, mariachi, limo service, catering, and more. Give them a call or text at 559-362-4046 or go to jlivent.com and click on weddings. Call or text 559-362-4046 or go to jlivent.com and click on weddings. Your one-stop wedding shop, J-Live Entertainment Special Event Service.
In need of joint replacement care? You don't have to travel far. Adventist Health Hanford's Joint Replacement Center has been recognized as top 10% in the nation for joint replacement and earned an Excellence Award from Health Grades for a second year in a row. The leading online resource also gave the center a 5-star rating for total hip and total knee replacement. Don't delay in getting back on the road to recovery. Learn more by visiting HanfordJoints.com.
So much fun, it ought to be illegal. KFUN, K-Fun 92.5.
KFUN rocks Kings County.
just can't stand another lonely night. So come on over and save me. Oh, baby, I just can't stand another lonely night. So come on over and save me. Baby, I just can't stand it. Another lonely night. Yeah. Oh, baby, I just can't stand another lonely night. So come on over and save me from another lonely night. Oh.
For those of you that own a business, I want to tell you how cool it is to advertise with the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show, okay? Here it is. Not only do you get to come into the studio and we will interview you here on the air, we'll also give you a copy of that interview so you can post it on your social media site so people can get to know you a little bit more and get to know a little bit more about your company. So once again, if you're a business out there and you want to advertise with the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show, let me help you promote your product, promote your company, and let people understand why your company is good for them. So once again, if you would like to advertise with the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show, give us a call or text at 559-362-4046, or you can go to any of our social media sites and send us a direct message. Instagram at Eggs, Bacon, Joey, Facebook.com, search the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. So once again, folks, I would love to have you not only sitting right here next to me on the show, but also just here a part of this great thing we have going on, the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. I would love to have your business and be given the opportunity to be a brand ambassador to your business. So once again, 559-362-4046.
Whiskey bottles and brand new cars. Oak tree, you're in my way. There's too much coke and too much smoke. Look what's going on inside you. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. The smell of death around you. Angel of darkness is upon you. Stuck a need on your arm. So take another toke, have a blow for your nose. One more drink, fool, would drown you. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. The smell of death around you. Now they call you Prince Charming. Can't speak a word when you're full of blues. say you'll be alright come tomorrow, but tomorrow might not be here for you. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. The smell of mess around you. One little problem that confronts you, got a monkey on your back. Just one more fix, Lord, might do the trick. One hell of a price for you to get your kicks. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. The smell of death surrounds you. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. The smell of death surrounds you. Oh, you're a fool, you. Don't stick those needles in your arm. Yeah, just a fool, just a fool, just a fool. Give me one more blood for my love.
Think about it. Let's just say you're a business looking to promote your business at an expo or an upcoming event. What better way to do it than at the Cosmetology and Barber Convention of Central California? It's happening February 23rd to the 25th, 2018, out at the Big Fresno Fair. Over 70,000 square feet of expo, seminars, live entertainment, and much, much more. The Cosmetology and Barber Convention of Central California. We're calling out all makeup artists. We're calling out all of the lash people, all of the hairstylists, all the nail salons. We're calling you out to come out to the Cosmetology and Barber Convention, plus barbers. Hello. February 23rd to the 25th, 2018, out at the Big Fresno Fair in Fresno. And once again, they have a special offer right now, folks. A special offer right now. $75 a day for a booth at the expo. It's 2 days of expo, and you can get it for $75 a day. Do not miss on this chance to save money and be at the Cosmetology and Barber Expo of Central California. It's going to be awesome. Once again, $75 a day. This offer ends very, very soon. Give them a follow on Instagram at CosmoBark or call and text 559-362-4046. This is going to be huge. Cosmetology and Barber Convention of Central California. Pretty awesome. I think that is so cool, especially with all the popularity of the cosmetology industry right now. So once again, a 2-day event. You don't want to miss it at the Big Fresno Fair, Cosmetology and Barber Convention of Central California.
Down at the Astoria, the scene was changing. Bingo and rock were pushing out X-ray thing. We were the first band to bomb it in the bar and find the distance to the stage too far. Meanwhile, it's getting late at 10 o'clock. Rock is dead, they say. Long live rock. Long live rock. I need it every night. Long live rock. Come on and join the line. Long live rock. Be it dead or alive. People walking sideways, pretending that they're leaving. We put on our makeup and work out all the lead-ins. Jackers in the alley selling tickets waiting Hong Kong. Promoters in the paybox wondering where the band's gone. Back in the pub, the governor stops the clock. Rock is dead, they say. Long live rock. Long live rock. I need it every night. Long live rock. Come on and join the line. Long live rock. Be it dead or alive. Landslide, rocks are falling, falling down around our very heads. We tried, but you were yawning. Look again, rock is dead. Rock is dead. Rock is dead. The place is really jumping to the hot amps till a 20-inch cymbal fell and cut the lamps. In the blackout, they dance right into the aisle. And as the doors fly open, even the promoter smiles. Someone takes his pants off and the rafters knock. Rock is dead, they say. Long live rock. 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 I need it every night. Long live rock. Come on and join the line. Long live rock. Be dead or alive.
Forget about that stale cereal or oatmeal. Joey Perez is live on your radios to provide you with the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey. You are now listening to the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show.
funny pain, one I can't explain. You gotta help me, girl. Help me, girl. 'Cause I'm going insane. I know about all the good things and what that long green stuff can buy. Right or wrong, it's a groove, girl. Yet somehow I'm not satisfied. You gotta show me the way. Turn my night into day. You gotta help me, girl. Help me, girl. 'Cause I'm going insane. Oh, I need someone to comfort me. Be my someone. Be my reality, girl. You gotta show me the way and turn my night into day. Help me, girl. Help me, girl. 'Cause I'm going insane. Oh, help me, girl. Help me, baby. Help me, girl. I need your
This is Raquela, and I'm from Tulare, and you're listening to Eggs, Bacon, and Joey.
Hello, my name's Raylyn Piercy from Tulare, California, and you're listening to Eggs, Bacon, and Joey.
Yeah!
I'm Christy. I'm listening to Eggs, Bacon, and Joey.
Hi, I'm Patty Denton, and I'm listening to Eggs, Bacon, and Joey.
Hi, I'm Claudia, and I'm from Visalia. I'm listening to
Joey
Eggs,
Perez is
Bacon,
live
and Joey
in
in
the
the morning.
studio now till 10 a.m. for the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Hello, how are you? How you doing? Did you enjoy your break? I did. Thank you so very much for joining us. It is the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. I am Joey Perez. Let me get some additional lighting here going. There we go. Oh, you couldn't see me. Now you can see a big old bright forehead, right? Anyways, folks, we have a very busy show still ahead of us here this morning. I want to thank those of you that are tuned in. Channel 32.3, The Loop TV via Coca-Cola Broadcasting Stations. Want to thank them for their support. Also, we are on JLiveENT.com. So if you're wanting to watch us right now on a video stream on your mobile device anywhere in the world, JLiveENT.com. You can find us there right now, JLiveENT.com. Press play on the video stream that is available. All right. Also, our listeners, KFunRadio.com, 92.5 FM, and also KFunRadio.com, our free app, KFun 92.5, and on social media, Instagram at Eggs, Bacon, Joey, Facebook.com, search the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show, and also KFun Radio. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Now, folks, we want to send out a congratulations to Diane Sharp. She is the Hanford City Council woman for District D and was awarded that seat last night after the election took place. The Councilman Francisco Ramirez was recalled the city of Hanford politics. All right, so here's a cool story that I wanted to bring up to you. Sometimes you hear a lottery winner and go, what do they need the money for? They're loaded. And sometimes you exclaim, now this is heartwarming. Shauna Donnelly definitely falls into the second category. The 50-year-old woman from Clarkston, Michigan, was facing homelessness. Get this, homelessness. On top of that, she was caring full-time for her mom. Money was tight. Earlier this month, she plunked down $2 for a Lucky for Life lottery ticket at 7-Eleven. The payouts for the game go from a mere $3 to a lifetime of riches. I woke up in the middle of the night and had a feeling I should check my tickets, Donnelly said. And when she did, she found she matched the 5 white balls drawn, 15, 11, 15, 32, 33, 40. That meant a payout of $25,000 each year for life. For life. When I saw I matched 5 numbers, she says I must have refreshed my phone 100 times to make sure I really won. She later told lottery officials. On Monday, she went to the Michigan lottery offices and picked up the one-time lump sum of $390,000. She plans to buy a car and a house and put the rest in savings. The last year has been the most difficult time of my life, she said. Winning this prize couldn't have come at a better time. And folks, I understand when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours, right? But there's just too much evidence out there. Too much evidence out there of people that have gone through thunderstorms and lightning in regards to the things that happen in their lives, and they come out better and stronger if they persevere, if you stay positive, if you keep continuing to see the light at the end of the tunnel. If you see that light at the end of the tunnel and you keep going for it, one day it'll happen for you. There's just too much evidence out there that shows this. Too much evidence that shows this. So I think it's very important that you realize that your time is coming. Your time is coming. This lady's time came. She was helping her mom, caring full time for her mom, facing homelessness. She never gave up. Now $390,000 richer. Woo! That's nice. That is nice. Can you see what's on the screen right now? Cosmetology and Barber Expo, Central California. Yes, it's happening, folks. It's happening. And it's going to be happening very, very soon at the Big Fresno Fair. It's February 24th and 25th, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. out at the Big Fresno Fairgrounds. Cosmetology and Barber Expo of Central California. Not only will there be an expo, but there's going to be competitions, food vendors, entertainment, and much, much more. This is happening out at the Big Fresno Fair. Cosmetology and Barber Expo. We're actually going to be talking to a couple of individuals that are involved with this event in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. And I'm excited about this event. I am really excited. It's first of its kind. First of its kind right here in Central California, and it's going to be happening on February 24th and 25th. 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So get ready for that major event here in Central California. All right, so here's the thing. We now know that Diane Sharp is the new Hanford City Councilwoman for District D. We have reached out for reactions, and we got a couple people that are contacting us for reactions this morning. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go to my phone lines right now. Let's see here. Good morning.
Good morning, Joey.
Shelly Barker, I want to thank you for joining us this morning. Obviously, you were on the show as a candidate back about a week and a half ago when we were gearing up for the recall election. And now you are here on the show to provide us, basically an opportunity to get your reaction, since now we know that the winner of the event that took place yesterday, the recall election, was Diane Sharp. So first off, let me just get your reaction to the election and your thoughts on that first.
Oh, I'm really excited that the recall went through. It needed to happen. There were just far too many accusations thrown out, by respected individuals, by Mr. Ramirez, and I'm not sure that he really understands the significance of the comments that he's made publicly. It's dangerous territory. So that I'm really excited about. I've lived in District D for 25 years, so I'm happy that now I have someone who's honest, someone who isn't going to, be a little elementary on things and issues, and not really be in touch, but just show up. You have to do more than just show up. You have to invest yourself, and I believe Diane Sharp's going to do a fantastic job for District D.
Well, that is good to hear. Now, I didn't get a chance to speak to you a couple days ago when there was more revelations that the former now City Councilman Francisco Ramirez was posting on social media, and more allegations that he was claiming. Now that the recall election is pretty much settled, which Diane Sharp, congratulations to her, what do you feel about these allegations and these claims that Mr. Ramirez brought up over this election process, and where does this go now?
Are you referring to the new video with regard to the paperwork?
Yes.
Okay. So if you look up PAC, you'll understand that running something like that is completely legal. I mean, they allow for certain amounts of money to be spent for elections. It's exactly what it is. It's set up that way to be able to do that. Everything on that paperwork was absolutely legal. It happens all the time. People have organizations like this for campaigns. They have so many dollars they can spend per year, so many that how much money they can spend per election. There's a lot of rules and regulations to how much can be done, and I'm not real familiar because I don't have one of those types of organizations, but I watched it, and I actually looked up PAC, and it's completely legal. So that's exactly the type of thing that I'm talking about. Is it's becoming comical at this point that he's throwing things like that out there, and some people are believing it, not without doing research. And I always encourage people, do your research. And it's sources have been cited on his video. Look this up. It's legal. But, sometimes the comments get deleted because, of course, when you're that negative, no one wants to allow you to speak in a positive manner, which is disturbing. And this is why I think the entire city of Hanford was celebrating last night. That's what I think. As a matter of fact, Lou Martinez came here last night. We're all able to work together. Diane called me or texted me the night before, said good luck tomorrow. Lou called me. He came by last night. We're all able to be adults, except Mr. Ramirez. He doesn't want to work with anyone. And that's a problem for all of us. We need to feel very disturbed about that. I watched one post where he actually put down one of his fellow council members. So this is a victory for the current city council as well. They're going to finally get an adult there. I'm
Now-
sorry. These things may sound petty and come across as ugly, but the things that have come out of Mr. Ramirez's mouth are astounding. I almost don't actually believe what I'm watching. If someone were to tell me this and I didn't see it for myself, I probably wouldn't believe it.
I did see a video on social media in which Mr. Ramirez was claiming that according to the votes, had people have been able to select him as a candidate, that he would have beat everybody that was involved as candidates for the number of votes that were voted no on the recall.
Right, and there we go again. Why are you being so arrogant? There just isn't room for it here. If that's how you feel, then go ahead and run in November. But I'm actually doing some research right now myself because I want to find out if that's actually true. Because I believe if you fight a recall, it's actually political suicide for you. The best way to handle it is to just resign. And there's been so many arguments on people spending $30,000 of taxpayers' money. We could flip the switch and say that Mr. Ramirez could have also saved the taxpayers $30,000 if he would have just resigned. So, I feel like some of his supporters are also uneducated, and not to put down the general public, but they're only uneducated because they're listening and they're believing what he's saying, which all of it is untrue. And if he can run in November, good luck to him. But right now, there's a whole lot of serious accusations going on in the city. He's put down, our Kings County assessor and accused her of corruption. You just can't walk around and do those sort of things, not as an individual and definitely not as an elected official.
We get tons of emails and messages on Facebook, and I had a listener that had emailed me or messaged us a comment that was made in a video that you had apparently, in which said that there could be possibly some prosecution taking place against Mr. Ramirez. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know who has, filed. I don't know anybody that's filed any charges, but I certainly wouldn't be surprised.
Wow. Well, I mean,
I believe that there should be. I believe that.
I mean,
whether there are some right now or not, I don't know, but I think there should be. I just can't wrap my head around him not knowing how serious the things that he said. These are respected, elected officials in our community. You cannot go around and say everything you just want to say, that they are, on one team or another or being corrupt. The elections office is corrupt too. Our own city hall has to look at those signatures, where he works. If they're corrupt, then that makes him corrupt. That's where he works. So it's hard for me to wrap my head around how many people are you going to accuse of corruption. If you feel that way, go through the proper channels and file the paperwork against these people. But there's no need to put that out there that you feel like these respected people, also elected in, are full of corruption. There's just no purpose in doing that. It's a small city.
I just want to mention to our viewers and listeners right now, this is Shally Barker. She was a candidate for the Hanford City Council District D, but now she is speaking to us as just a private citizen here with her own thoughts on what she thinks, or her reaction anyways, to the election last night. So, Shally, now that everything has gone away and we are now moving forward with Diane Sharp, just what do you hope for the city of Hanford? Ultimately, what do you what do you want accomplished as a private citizen, and do you think our city council can improve on making things just a whole lot better here?
I do think that they can. With Diane on in the District D seat, she's a lovely lady, very pleasant. She's very smart. She has a lot to bring to the table. So I think that they're all going to be excited to work with her, and I think a lot more will be accomplished because we're not having a council member who wants to focus on, who's out to get me, but what are we going to do? Where do we start? And get to work. I believe that Diane Sharp is going to go in there and immediately get to work and immediately start listening to the District D and the whole city of Hanford. So I think that Hanford's just really going to start to see a lot of changes. One person can really change the tone, and her coming in with fresh optics is a beautiful thing because she's seen it from the outside looking in, and she can speak on behalf of the citizens in a clear way. Sometimes when you get caught up in a job, it tends to get kind of stagnant. She's coming in fresh and new, and I think she has a lot to bring to the table, and like I said, bring some new insight to the current council. So I'm excited.
That's good. That's good. And Shelley, you also mentioned to us that even if you lost in the election, you were going to continue to help out the city, right?
Yes. I still work throughout the community, helping everyone. Wherever I'm needed, I'm still very approachable. Nothing has changed for me. I don't represent District D. I didn't win the city council seat, but I'm still very involved in the community. And I also reached out to Diane and let her know that, if she needs my support in any kind of way, I'll be glad to help. So don't hesitate to call. So, nothing's going to change for me. I'm still representing the veterans. I'm still involved with crisis support. Really nothing has changed except I don't have to be sitting on the dais on a Tuesday and a Thursday.
All right. Well, Shelley, thank you so much for waking up this morning and using your morning time to hang out with us and give us your reaction on the election. You have a great rest of your week, okay?
Thank you. You too.
All right, that's Shelley Barker, folks. She was a candidate for the Hanford City Council District D seat, but she's calling in this morning, giving us her reaction as a private citizen, and I welcome anybody else that would like to give us a call, 559-836-5386, and give us your thoughts and reactions on the election. As now Diane Sharp is the new Hanford City Councilwoman for District D. More Eggs, Bacon, and Joey. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
K-Fun Classic Rock.
The way she walks, she's a 20th century fox. She's a 20th century fox. No tears, no fears, no ruin years, no clocks. She's a 20th century fox. Oh, yeah. She's the queen of cool, and she's the lady who waits. Sets her mind, let's school. It never hesitates. She won't waste time on elementary talk. 'Cause she's a 20th century fox. She's a 20th century fox. Got the world locked up inside a plastic box. She's a 20th century fox of it. 20th century fox of it. 20th century fox of it. She's a 20th century fox.
The following businesses are underwriters of KFUN 92.5. If you would like to hear your business on KFUN, call our underwriting department at 559-639-5925.
Are you wanting to eat healthy for lunch today? The Rock and Roll Deli has over 10 salads on our menu. We also have clam chowder and chili every day. And now we have clam chowder in a bread bowl. Our clam chowder's been rated #1 in Kings County. You gotta come in and try it. And you probably heard that we have over 70 items on our menu, the largest menu in Kings County. The best burgers in Hanford, hot dogs, prime rib hot dogs, and all with that famous boar's head meat. All natural and all fresh. So if you're hungry and want something really good to eat, come to the Rock and Roll Deli, 102 West 7th in downtown Hanford. Don't forget we have Sweet Palate Bakery inside as well, so you can fill your sweet tooth at the same time. The Rock and Roll Deli. Order online at rock_nrolldeli.com or call us at 639-5000. Visit us in person at 102 West 7th. The Rock and Roll Deli, open today.
Do you have an upcoming wedding, corporate event, holiday party, birthday party, quinceanera, or retirement party? Let J-Live Entertainment Special Event Service help you with all of your entertainment, rentals, and special event needs. J-Live Entertainment Special Event Service offers DJ, photo booth, videography, photography, dance floors, decorations, linens, mariachi, limo service, catering, and more. Give them a call or text at 559-362-4046 or go to jlivent.com and click on weddings. Call or text 559-362-4046 or go to jlivent.com and click on weddings. Your one-stop wedding shop, J-Live Entertainment Special Event Service.
Everyone enjoys receiving a little recognition every now and then, and Kings County Trophy and Engraving is your one-stop shopping headquarters for all of your award needs. Serving Kings, Tulare, and Fresno counties, they can do it all, from large league awards to custom one-of-a-kind trophies, and everything in between, like plaques, acrylics, plastic signage, name tags, medals, and more. Kings County Trophy and Engraving is a family-owned and operated business, proudly serving our local community for over 30 years. Owner Brandon Ainsworth is committed to provide you with high-quality products with excellent service. Recognize someone special and cause them to smile by presenting them with an award they'll be proud to display anytime, anywhere. All it takes is a quick visit to Kings County Trophy and Engraving at 500 East 2nd Street in Hanford or call 559-583-9662. That's 559-583-9662. Kings County Trophy and Engraving is a proud supporter of our local youth soccer as well as our military personnel at Naval Air Station Lemoore. Stop by and award someone today.
Thank you so much for your support of the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. You can follow us on social media, facebook.com/KFUN Radio, facebook.com, search the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show, and Instagram at Eggs, Bacon, Joey. And you know, folks, this would not all be possible without the great sponsors of J-Live Entertainment Events and the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. I want to send a special thank you to Ray Figueroa Construction, King's Dance Center in Hanford, Bell Guy Bell Bonds, The Fifth Quarter in Visalia, Best Salsa Catering, Valley Cryosport, Whole Body Cryotherapy, Hutch's Barbecue Sauce. I want to thank them very much for their support of the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Let's have a great morning.
Multi-Services Insurance Agency, Hanford's newest auto insurance destination, is now open. No license, no problem. Need SR22? We can get it to you for little to no cost. Also offering low rates on homeowners and commercial insurance. Call now for a free quote, 559-530-3987. That's 559-530-3987. Multi-Services Insurance Agency, located at 520 West Lacey Boulevard in the Creamery Building next to Starbucks in Hanford. Your newest low-cost auto insurance destination is Multi-Services Insurance Agency. Call now.
Think about it. Let's just say you're a business looking to promote your business at an expo or an upcoming event. What better way to do it than at the Cosmetology and Barber Convention of Central California? It's happening February 23rd to the 25th, 2018, out at the Big Fresno Fair. Over 70,000 square feet of expo, seminars, live entertainment, and much, much more. The Cosmetology and Barber Convention of Central California. We're calling out all makeup artists. We're calling out all of the lash people, all of the hairstylists, all the nail salons. We're calling you out to come out to the Cosmetology and Barber Convention, plus barbers. Hello. February 23rd to the 25th, 2018, out at the Big Fresno Fair in Fresno. And once again, they have a special offer right now, folks. A special offer right now. $75 a day for a booth at the expo. It's 2 days of expo, and you can get it for $75 a day. Do not miss on this chance to save money and be at the Cosmetology and Barber Expo of Central California. It's going to be awesome. Once again, $75 a day. This offer ends very, very soon. Give them a follow on Instagram at CosmoBark, or call and text 559-362-4046. This is going to be huge. Cosmetology and Barber Convention of Central California. Pretty awesome. I think that is so cool, especially with all the popularity of the cosmetology industry right now. So once again, a 2-day event. You don't want to miss it at the Big Fresno Fair, Cosmetology and Barber Convention.
Forget about that stale cereal or oatmeal. Joey Perez is live on your radios to provide you with the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey. You are now listening to the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. It is the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. And ladies and gentlemen, here live in the studio, in the flesh, it is former Hanford City Councilman from District D, Francisco Ramirez. Francisco, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me, Joey.
Thank you for joining us here. I want to thank all of our viewers that are tuned in at Channel 32.3, The Loop, via Coca-Cola Broadcasting Stations. Also, you can watch our video stream right now at jlivent.com. That's jlivent.com. And, of course, I want to thank all of our great radio listeners at 92.5 FM, kfunradio.com, and our free app, KFUN 92.5. And also, folks, we are on social media as well. Check us out. Instagram at Eggs, Bacon, Joey. Facebook.com/KFUN Radio. And Facebook.com. Search the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. Mr. Ramirez, you are definitely the talk of the town, my man.
Apparently so, right?
But, I mean, it's not just you. I think the entire election that took place on Tuesday, everyone that was involved are all the talk of the town.
Yes.
Especially on social media.
Absolutely.
And just to kind of give you a background, some of the things that I talk with my listeners about are obviously anything from pop culture to news to sports. We talk about it all here on the show. And when I get obsessed with something, I get obsessed with it.
Okay.
And I will tell you that I got obsessed with figuring out what is going on with this recall election in Hanford City Council and District D. And I had all the candidates on last week. I even had you on.
Absolutely.
You called into the show. You were able to speak your piece before the election. The election took place on Tuesday.
Yes, it did.
And the results showed that we now have a new Hanford City Councilwoman, Diane Sharp.
That is correct.
Who joined us here yesterday, really briefly, but was very excited to start her new job as Hanford City Councilwoman. Now, we also had Shelley Barker
yes,
call in yesterday.
I heard.
And give her reaction to the recall. So now, Mr. Ramirez, you have an opportunity now to give your reaction to the recall election, and I want to provide you this platform. So tell me your first thoughts after finding out that you were being recalled.
My first thoughts is that, when I look at this, we can clearly see that this was not the will of the people. It was I would say a full-out rigged election, because we're seeing that they spent over $12,000–$13,000 on walkers out there getting out signatures. We're seeing that altogether they spent plus another probably $15,000 on flyers, 7 flyers to my whole district, using just propaganda upon propaganda. And like I said, I proved without a shadow of doubt with HanfordLies.com that there's corruption in this community. And it just goes to show you, which actually, tell you the truth, I'm really happy with the results, because despite them spending $35,000, the turnout was really low. And in the process, you're looking at about $75 per vote, or even more than that, which tells you that they wanted to spend a lot of money just to get me out of office.
So you mentioned something in a social media video that I saw you do, in which you had just found out that the elections had occurred. You got the results.
Yes.
You mentioned that looking at the numbers, had you been a candidate, that you would have defeated the other candidates in the election. Kind of be a little bit more specific on that.
Not a problem. What we're looking at, that's not even including the absentee ballots that were left out there. I know a lot of people wrote in, but we're looking at the polling from the actual election itself. It said people actually voted no on the recall, yes alone on the no itself, versus the other candidates. I would have won about, maybe with the absentee ballots, I probably would have won by 14 votes. So,
really? Okay.
Yeah, I would have won. So that's a good indicator that the citizens support me. And I had, the sad thing is, I had citizens calling me the next morning saying, we voted yes. I'm like, you're supposed to vote no. So some people were confused that when they meant like, yes, we want Ramirez, and they didn't correlate that. A lot of people actually got confused that they supposed to voted no on the recall.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying that there was also confusion amongst voters.
Absolutely.
Okay. I got a call from Paula Massey, who was also a candidate yesterday. She had mentioned that she was not too happy with the turnout from the voters. I mean, why was it so low? What do you think? Why was it so low? Was it because of the controversies around it that people were just kind of turned off to it?
I think that had a lot to do with it. For the simple fact is, we don't want to, and the sad thing is that hopefully this is over on some parts. Some parts are going to still be pending, but it just made Hanford look bad. It looked trashy, and in the process, it gave us a little black eye. And it's just, a lot of people didn't want to deal with it. They didn't want to see that, because from what I heard, there was about maybe 2,000 extra absentee ballots that went out there. All they had to do was mail it in, and it would have been counted. So that's a good indicator.
And according to the HanfordSentinel.com and the article that they wrote on the election coverage as far as the results, they said that there are absentee ballots out there, but that it would not affect the election.
No, the odds of that, if it's, I'm losing by, I think, 90 on the yes. The odds of them coming, unless there was a huge, major turnout, I don't see it, honestly.
I want to get your thoughts on some of the things that you've been posting recently,
Yes.
just in the past day, because I get notifications on this stuff too. So, for example, just recently you posted a video of a
Yes.
celebration that took place
Absolutely.
After the election results were out. Why was it important for you to put a video like that on social media of somebody else's page?
Because I wanted to prove that there's collusion. And I actually had a screenshot that our new city councilwoman or councilman woman elect, Diane Sharp, liked that video, saying this is awesome, basically, and that Christy Lee, our assessor, the one that actually counts the votes, liked that video. So I mean, if that not tells you that, if this doesn't tell you that there's something going on there, then perhaps you're blind. Because the reality is that why would the assessor get involved and like that video? Have you seen that video?
I saw briefly
Okay.
some moments of it because it was a little shaky as
Okay.
far as the quality.
Let me elaborate on that video a little bit, which is sad. And the funny thing is, Mrs. Shelley Barker said my supporters were uneducated. And I really want to direct that to her, that they're not uneducated. They did due diligence, and I just want to leave that at that. But the reality in that video, they're saying there was no conspiracy to get rid of me. But one of the individuals actually within that video was a Dan Chin supporter that was getting all the signatures to get me out of office. And then she says she had Lou Martinez come over that same night, and they were arguing against each other prior to that, saying, I don't like him, I hate his guts, but all of a sudden, she's having him over. So you could clearly see that there's something going on there in that process. But the sad thing, the reality is, she has made some accusations upon accusations. All I urge people, if they want to go look at the video themselves, judge for yourself. Go to facebook.com/Real Ramirez and just judge for yourself. But it was horrible. It was in terrible taste. I'm just glad that, to be truthful, she didn't get in office, because she would have represented us really bad.
Now, you guys have also traded some comments on social media
Yes.
as well. We're talking specifically about Shelley Barker, who was
Yes,
on the show yesterday,
absolutely.
also a former candidate
Yes.
of the election, and now just a public citizen. She called on the phone yesterday to give us her reaction.
Yes.
But you guys were kind of going back and forth with each other on old photos
Yes.
on social media. Why was that? Why were you guys, because I looked at about maybe a little after midnight last night. I'm
know.
getting notifications
Me
on an
too.
old photo. What's going on? Why were you guys trading comments?
Because she was stating in a debate that, I haven't, before she got in office, and she was stating that video before I got in office, that she was the one that was helping me with supporting veterans and all that stuff, and some things that are not even true. And she stated that she was the one that started the community garden. And I said, Shelley, she showed it on a social media page that she helped the community garden. She helped start it. And I said, Shelley, I'm the one that took the picture. And then one of the supporters, I didn't even know I had it in my archives, tagged me in it. And she says, Mr. Ramirez, you were telling the truth. I said, yeah, I'm telling the truth. I mean, so I said, you know what? Here's just goes to show you another lie that Shelley Barker is telling people.
You guys seem to have been, I would say, friends,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
I mean, there were a lot of photos that I saw from the past in which you guys were together.
Absolutely. And the thing is I'm not saying this because I'm not going to have no accusations, but like I said, do the research of the people that are involved in this whole recall. There's videos and there's images of Shelley with Kalish, with Mark Cole, with Dan Chin, is smiling, taking pictures, sending it to my friend, saying, this is who we are and what we are about. And I was shocked, and I'm like, but I still try to give her the benefit of doubt. Then I'm hearing at pharmacies, I'm hearing at stores, citizens coming up to me and saying, there's this lady that's talking smack about you, and I find it really sad. And people say, it's just so sad. Did she support you? I said, I think so. Apparently not. So and she would come to Thursday Night Market, and I gave her the benefit of doubt, where she would come to the Thursday Night Market, and she would be at the Libertarian booth, and she would say, I'm not supporting them. I'm there, yes, my friends. But come on, she's at the Libertarian booth saying, vote yes on the recall, sign the petition.
Gotcha. Now, let me ask you a question. there were a lot of allegations that you made on the phone call, but you've also made specific allegations on HanfordLies.com
Oh, yes.
and also on your social media
Absolutely.
sites. There was a specific comment that I saw in which somebody said, why doesn't he go to the DA? Why doesn't he go to the law enforcement and let them know that this is all corruption? If these are major allegations of corruption, like you say,
Absolutely.
why haven't you?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did go to DA. As soon as it happened, I went to DA. They have the recordings. I went to the DA. They said, well, this is politics. They told me this is politics. I went to the DA. And I said, you know what? You know, they're threatening my life right now. Danny Escobar, Skip Ather, they're threatening me. They're calling me. And they said, this is politics. They didn't want to go further with it. And then, you know, legally at that time, now hopefully our police can do something, but I don't know if they can get involved. But there are higher ups that are looking at this as of right now. So this ain't over by no means. But at that time, the police could not get involved. There's recordings. I don't know if you heard the recordings, but there's multi-recordings that I didn't even get a chance to release that the police have. Well, there's another recording that proves that they tried to blackmail me because they used fake names to get a hold of people to get me off of boards. And the police couldn't get involved at that time only for the simple fact I was a sitting councilman. So it would look like there's conflict of interest saying, hey, go out there and do your job and catch these guys. And I didn't want that happening.
Okay, so at the end of the day, where do you see yourself, even with amidst all this, drama and speculations and all this? Where do you see yourself now? Do you see yourself now just focusing only on campaigning for November, or are you taking a break? What's going to happen with Francisco Ramirez?
I think for right now, I'm going to take a month break. Relax. I mean, I've been going nonstop for 3 years. I think it's time that I just relax for a little bit, and then get in the mode in June. Get ready to fight again, and literally, I have a lot of support out there. So in the process, I think we're going to win it again. I really have no doubts if I choose to. But I think I have so much support that I am going to do it. And people say, why are you going to put yourself through that headache again? Because at the end of the day, I just want to show that there's corruption in our community. I mean, it's been going on for so long that there's bigwigs in downtown that keep, I would say, zoning in areas that we're losing so much money. Theoretically, we're losing about $300 million a year in the process of that. And imagine if we could capitalize on that $300 million on sales tax, or what we could do for public safety for our kids. I mean, to me, it's a cry that, think about it logically. If you're going to spend $30,000 or $40,000 plus, you're going to waste another $30,000 from the city, and the job only pays $5,000 a year. There's something more than meets the eye. The reason why you want me out of office. Come on.
So, as you just mentioned, June you're going to start campaigning again for November. When you bring up the allegations and the corruption and all those, the big words.
Yes.
For the public, do you think it's not a positive light on the city of Hanford to bring up those type of things, or do you think that the public needs to know?
Oh no! It's the funny thing is the public is the one that labeled that big word of corruption, because they've seen it for so long, especially in my district. Let's be realistic. Our police chief is a wonderful chief now. He's doing a great job. But there was, I would say 10, 20 years ago, there was issues where I've heard firsthand from people, multi-people, where that the police officer, a couple of police officers, I'm not going to name no names, would pick up an individual from the south side and say, come here, come here, come here. Pick them up and then drop them off on Houston and leave them there. Yeah, yes. And in the process, there was a stigma that the cops just were out to get them and all this stuff. And because of Parker and because of our programs, we're trying to get rid of that stigma. And hopefully Councilwoman-elect Diane Sharp actually keeps on utilizing those programs. And there was no love. Let's be realistic. They're hating me right now. Another reason why they want me out of office, because there was no love for the South Side for the past 26 years. I mean, you're talking about no new economical development. I looked at the general plan update for the past, I believe, 4 times it was up for redeveloping. There was no new service commercial or no new mixed use commercial use over there. That's why you only see Cisneros and you see R&M Market, which we're barely going to fill in the next couple of months. So that's why people think nobody cares about that side, because really there's no economical development. If you want to help the people that you think are suffering in poverty, create jobs around them, because we're not from the north side, we're not from the east side, not from the west side, we're from the south side, where a lot of us, but including myself at one point in time, didn't have a car to go to work. And they say, Shelley Barker saying, it's so simple on a debate, she's like, just go get a car, go to the EDD. It's not all that simple. Sometimes people need a helping hand up, not a handout in the process. And it's just sad that we got to this point where the only thing that I'm sad is I was on the Kings County Community Action Board, and we're so close on getting a homeless facility with a grant, and I hope it doesn't get dropped. And the last thing that I really want to get done, and I hope that the councilwoman-elect still pushes it through, is my pet project that I wanted to get done, was that recreational facility, because I believe if you invest in our kids, we're going to save $67,000 per year if they become inmates.
Okay, so you're big on having this recreational facility take place.
Absolutely.
And is that something that's already in the works with the city council?
Yes,
or?
we have. There's blueprints out there. I'm actually still going to post it, even though I have no power to pursue it. Hopefully, the citizens go out there and pursue it. But it looks beautiful. It's going to be probably $7 to $9 million project, but it's going to incorporate an indoor soccer arena, indoor basketball, indoor rock wall, and amenities hopefully for the seniors. And one thing that we've been lacking in our community is a place for special needs, for kids with wheelchairs or for kids with disabilities. Where do you see that, Joey? You don't, and that's what I wanted to focus on before I left.
So I guess at the end of this, you would agree that you don't want to put the city in a negative light.
Oh, absolutely not.
This is not your objective. You're
Absolutely
not here to cause trouble and just put out allegations out there that are false.
No.
You do want the city to proceed in a positive way.
Yes, because the reality is,
because I think the perception is to people that don't support you is that you have tactics of putting out false allegations for your benefit.
Yes, I mean, and they could go to HanfordLies.com, and you can clearly see if you think it's false, then that's your own judgment. But the reality is, prior to the allegations, the first year or second year I was in office, Russ Curry actually did underhandedly, the mayor at that time, underhandedly spent almost $14,000 of the city's money to investigate me, of the city's money. And I'm saying, how can he legally do that with our city attorney? Luckily, we put a law that they can't do that anymore, but he spent $14,000 of the city's. So you're talking about $30,000 plus $14,000. So that's $45,000 that they spent to look at me, which none of the allegations become true. As of yet, nothing has come of it.
So was that reimbursed to the city once they figured that out?
No, the city, we had to pay that city attorney $14,000 plus to do the investigation with his approval, and so he was one of my individuals that wanted me out of office because I wasn't going with the grain. They wanted me to fire the city manager, Joey, and I said I'm not going to fire the city manager because he's doing great. And Dan Chen, and I'll testify that in court, that Dan Chen tried to blackmail me, saying, "Hey, buddy, if you don't fire the city manager, we're going to make your life a living heck," so to speak. And he did just that. I'm out of office because of that and in that process. But at the end of the day, yes, I don't want to give the city a black eye. But the reality is, anytime you have negative press, we're like a corporation. When you have negative press, we have an AA, AAA rating. Then it becomes an AA rating. Then it becomes an A rating. And I don't want that happening because I want people in business to invest in our community.
So it's not something then where, like, for example, a comment out there says, Francisco, if you don't like the way that things are going on in the city, then go somewhere else. Go, run for, city council in Porterville or somewhere. You really want to change things here in Hanford.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't run otherwise because, honestly, at the end of the day, I've actually lost money because of this job, because there's been misinformation where clients are not going to hire me for my business, for consulting, for whatever I'm doing. They're like, hey, you have a negative check mark on you, and so I'm losing business
for things that you do outside of the council. Okay, and this is your own business.
My own business, okay. And so in the process, I'm losing money, but in return, people don't see that effect. People don't see the effect that it had on my kids. When my kids were homeschooled, when the first day my kids were going back to school, front page newspaper, Councilman corrupt, and teacher asking my kids, "Is your dad really corrupted?" And and my kids are crying and my kids are upset of these false allegations, and my kids know the truth. you know. And to me, at the end of the day, was it worth it? Perhaps on some issues, no. Personally, with my family, no. But I know, I promise you, now the people that were in the shadows are in the light, and in the process, people are going to look at them very closely from now when they endorse a candidate. And I tell people, look at their Form 460 of Hanford now, and I guarantee you'll see the corrupted people that are associated with that organization.
So at the end of the day, now that we've kind of talked about your thoughts on the recall election,
yes,
what would you like to say to your supporters that are still backing you, that still want to see you run for council position in November? What would you want to say to them right now?
Honestly, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because some people say they were followers. No, they were supporters, because I told them before they got involved with me, I said, please, despite what you hear, and the funny thing is, despite what you hear, judge and watch the videos for yourself, and then come back to me and see if you support me. And 99.99% of the people said, we support you. And in the process, I had some angry people that said, we hate you, Mr. Ramirez, you're a corrupted politician. I said, watch the video. And one lady came up to me and cried. She says, I am so sorry that I doubted you. I was listening to your friends. And I said, not a problem, don't worry about it. She says, you know what? Do you remember when you were stepping down because they took the mayorship away from me? I was going to be the mayor the next year. I was vice mayor. I was supposed to be the mayor the next year. They took that away from me. And they said, she says, do you remember when you got down from the dais, you were upset? I said, yeah, I was upset. I said, good for you. Now, aren't you proud that you're not going to be the mayor or vice mayor anymore? And I walked away. I said, well, that's rude. She says, I'm so sorry for saying that, because now that I know, I'm 100% behind you.
And what would you like to say to the people that do not support you?
To the people that don't support me, honestly, I just want to say, guys, go to HanfordLives.com. I'm out of the politics arena for right now, but do due diligence and study for yourself. And if you think that I'm still corrupted, that's your own assumption and that's your own judgment. The reality is I can't please everybody. They have their own agendas, and 99.9% of the people that are against me have their own agendas. And I just want to say thank you very much to all my supporters. And it's just sad to see negativity of videos upon videos, and they're putting me in the clown suit and all this other stuff that doesn't need to be. If you really want to, the next campaign, and I got to give respect to Paula Massey, major respect, because she did not come after me one time. She said, if we're going to work on these elections, we're going to work on our merits. And the rest of them came after me, and some of them, they won't even debate me. So that goes to show you, Mrs. Diane Sharp talked about transparency. Councilwoman-elect talked about transparency. I wanted to debate her. She didn't want to show up. Same thing with Lou Martinez, because I believe, and I still to this very day, believe in transparency.
What do you say to the people, though, that say, hey, you can't debate because you're not an actual candidate?
Then I would say that's a farce, only for the simple reason is that wouldn't you want to know who you're going to be voting for and who do you want to see? Because perhaps I get in, you're still going to want to know my policies, because my policies might have changed from 3 years to this very day.
But I guess you have that right now in November.
Yes, I do, and I'm gonna, and I hope this is an open challenge to anybody that runs. I would love to debate you even here on the Joey Morning Show. I would love to debate them, and just to say, hey, have an open forum. Let's be diplomatic about it in the process of that, and let's get rid of the name calling after this point, and let's move forward and try to make a good understanding that all of us represent the city of Hanford. In the process of these videos coming out where people are drunk and have their kids in the video and all this other stuff, this shouldn't represent Hanford. We should be more grown up and more mature about this and work on fixing our community, because right now there's a division, huge division.
I just want to spot something out real quick, just in defense of anybody that you may be claiming.
Yeah.
You said somebody was drunk with their kids in video.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
If they want to see the video, if they want to go see the video at Real Ramirez, Facebook/Real Ramirez, they'll see that Mrs. Shelley Barker, she had a cake saying, na, 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 hey, hey, goodbye. And it was kids in there. There's cussing, people calling me cuss words. That's really inappropriate, especially around children. That affects them at that age, at that such a young age, and that's really inappropriate.
So what you're saying is, come November, it's going to be a different type of campaign, or are you still going to stand by your HanfordLies.com?
Oh, I would still stand by that if people ask me, absolutely.
Okay.
But that's not going to be the major emphasis on my campaign. My major emphasis.
I guess what I'm trying to say, are you coming more aggressive this November?
Oh, no doubt. I'm going to tell you right now, I was a passive person when I was in city council the first time. This time, I'm going to even speak up more for the will of the people, because they tried to silence me. They really did. Not the council, but the individuals behind some of these individuals that were ran. They tried to silence me, and I'm promising you, they're not going to silence me now. And at the end of the day, I guarantee you, the higher ups. What I mean by higher ups, there's pending investigations. The higher ups are going to be looking at this still and determine who was telling the truth and who wasn't. And the reality is, the citizens could go and check. If they, like I said, I've been trying to be as transparent as I can. And if they still think at the end of the day that I'm guilty, so be it. I did what I did, and I did what I could to prove that I'm innocent.
All right, Francisco Ramirez, you've said a lot here this morning.
Thank
Anything
you.
that I did not cover for you?
No,
or?
I think, thank you, Joey, for honestly for having me on. The reality is, let's just move the city forward. Congratulations to Councilwoman-elect. Let's be adults about this. And come November, we'll see who's going to have the outcome of that thing. Thank
you
brother.
very much, sir.
I
Francisco
appreciate it.
Ramirez, everybody. Eggs, Bacon, and Joey, stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
Say we're satisfied. You can't say we never tried. Angie, you're beautiful, yeah. But ain't a time we said goodbye. Angie, I still love you. Remember all those nights we cried. All the dreams we held so close seem to all go up in smoke. Let me whisper in your ear. Where will it lead us from here? Oh, Angie, don't you weep. All your kisses still taste sweet. I hate that sadness in your eyes, but Angie, ain't it time we said goodbye? With no loving in our souls and no money in our coats, you can't say we're satisfied. But Angie, I still love you, baby. Everywhere I look, I see your eyes. There ain't a woman that comes close to you. Come on, baby, dry your eyes. Angie, ain't it good to be alive? You can't say we never tried.
Eggs, Bacon, and Joey, good morning, everybody. Stay with us. We got more on the way.
Found someone who can comfort me, but there are always exceptions, and she's good at appearing sane. But I just want you to know she's the one makes me feel so good when everything is against me. Picks me up when I'm feeling down, so I got something to show. Staring at the street pages, the same old lie. Staring at the street pages, often lost and forgotten. The bigness and the mud. I've been thinking I'm working too hard, but I got something to show. Staring at the street pages, scented out the same old lie. Staring at the street pages, going along the edges.
want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local radio and TV broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information on your radio, TV, computer, tablet, and smartphone. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Tell Washington local stations matter by texting radio to 52886. Furnished by NAB and the station. Message and data rates may apply.
For those of you that own a business, I want to tell you how cool it is to advertise with the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show, okay? Here it is. Not only do you get to come into the studio, and we will interview you here on the air, we'll also give you a copy of that interview so you can post it on your social media site so people can get to know you a little bit more and get to know a little bit more about your company. So once again, if you're a business out there and you want to advertise with the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show, let me help you promote your product, promote your company, and let people understand why your company is good for them. So once again, if you would like to advertise with the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show, give us a call or text at 559-362-4046, or you can go to any of our social media sites and send us a direct message. Instagram at Eggs, Bacon, Joey, Facebook.com, search the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. So once again, folks, I would love to have you not only sitting right here next to me on the show, but also just here, a part of this great thing we have going on, the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. I would love to have your business and be given the opportunity to be a brand ambassador to your business. So once again, 559-362-4046.
I've been in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. I done said the right thing, but it must have used the wrong line. I've been on the right trail, but I must have used the wrong car. Head is in a bad place, and I wonder what's good for. I've been in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. My head is in a bad place, but I'm having such a good time. I've been running, trying to get hung up in my mind. Just got to give myself a good talking to this time. Just need a little brain salad surgery. I got to cure my insecurity. That I've been in the wrong place, but it must have been the right time. I've been in the right place, but it must have been the wrong song. I've been in the right vein, but it seems like a wrong on. Cause I've been in the right world, but it seems like a wrong. Slipping, dodging, sneaking, peeping, hiding out down the street. See my life shaking with every who I meet. Root-fried confusion is making itself clear. Wonder which way do I go to get on out of here? Cause I've been in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. And I done said the right thing, but it must have used the wrong line. I took the right road, but I must have took a wrong train. I took the right move, but I made it at the wrong time. I've been in the right trail, but I made it in the wrong call. Head is in a good place.
Okay, my name is Jasmine Solis. I'm from Visalia, California. I grew up in Lindsay, so from both towns, and I listen to Eggs, Bacon, and Joey in the morning. Just kidding.
My name is Georgina Montemayor. I'm from Visalia.
Down the street, you can hear her scream, you're a disgrace. And she slams the door in his drunken face. And now he stands outside, and all the neighbors start to gossip and drool. He cries, oh girl, you must be mad. What happened to the sweet love you and me had? Against the door he leans and starts a scene, and his tears fall and burn in garden green. And so castles made of sand fall in the sea eventually. A little Indian brave who before he was 10 played war games in the woods with his Indian friends, and he built a dream that when he grew up he would be a fearless warrior, Indian chief. Many moons passed and more the dream grew stronger till tomorrow he would sing his first war song and fight his first battle. But something went wrong. Surprise attack killed him in his sleep that night. And so castles made of sand melts into the sea eventually. A young girl whose heart was a frown, cause she was crippled for life and she couldn't speak a sound, and she wished and prayed she could stop living, so she decided to die. She drew a wheelchair to the edge of the shore, and to her leg she smiled, "You won't hurt me no more." But then a sight she never seen made her jump and say, "Look, a golden winged ship is passing my way." And it really didn't have to stop, it just kept on going. And so castles made of sand slips into the sea eventually.
Forget about that stale cereal or oatmeal. Joey Perez is live on your radios to provide you with the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey. You are now listening to the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show.
Yes, good morning, everybody. It has been an interesting morning here on the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show. Thank you all so very much for tuning in, and thank you so very much for tuning in, whether you're listening on KFUN Radio or on our television station, channel 32.3, via over-the-air antenna television, or worldwide on our video stream at jliveent.com. That's jliveent.com. All right, well, a Glassdoor, the website, released a list of the best top 10 jobs in America. Not surprisingly, the job of reading on the radio was not on the list of good jobs and was not one of those listed. So you mean my job that I have is just not a top job in America? That's sad. Anyways, a magician cut a baby in half. Did you guys hear about this? An insane video of magician Justin Flom cutting a baby girl in half is both fascinating and creeping people all over Facebook. Flom appears to push the books through the baby's abdomen. Isn't there another word that rhymes with abdomen? Abdominal, right? Oh, well, it's abdomen. Anyways, like magicians might do with swords in a magic show, you guys know how it looks. They put the body in the box, and they cut it in half, and they, do the whole thing. Well, he then pulls the lower half of her body away to show that she's in two pieces, and people are freaking out. People are absolutely freaking out. The video includes a disclaimer that states, "No babies were harmed in the making of this magic." Well, hopefully not. It looks like Meryl Streep is going to star in Big Little Lies Season 2. For those of you that are fans of Big Little Lies, HBO's Big Little Lies is upping its star power for Season 2. Oscar and Emmy-winning actress Meryl Streep has joined the premium cable network's second season of the drama starring Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman. Streep will play Mary Louise Wright, the mother of the abusive Perry Wright, who's played by Alexander Skarsgård. This is a TV show you do not want to see with your kids, I'm telling you that. The worst sound in the world. No, it's not my voice. What's the worst sound in the world? An awful, horrible sound that makes most people cringe. What do you think that is? In a year-long survey of over 1 million votes, microphone feedback was the worst sound. crying babies and scrapes and squeaks of train wheels tied for third, but the sound of someone vomiting was number one. Ew, that's disgusting. I hate vomit. Wacky but true, man tries to rob bank with bird seed. A man robbed a bank in Poland. He showed a bank teller a package and said he would make it blow up if she did not comply. Employees handed him some money and the man fled. Police found the guy not too far from the bank, and then they determined the so-called bomb was a box full of tissue paper and birdseed. It's like that on Jingle All the Way, the movie, and what is it, Sinbad? He has that box, and he says, I got a bomb! And, he's been, like, claiming this for a while now, and then all of a sudden he thinks it's not a bomb, but it is a bomb. If you guys have ever seen Jingle All the Way. We'll talk again in December when Christmas comes around, okay? Happy birthday is going out to adventurer Kay Cotty, who is 64. Alicia Keys is 37. Michael Trevino from the Vampire Diaries is 33. Happy birthday to them. And happy birthday to all of you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to whoever you are. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Thought I'd switch it up there a little bit. All right, coming up, we got the 5 things you need to know this morning. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Joey Perez is live in the studio now till 10 a.m. for the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show.
Yes, good morning, everybody. I'm reading some breaking news this morning. For those of you sports fans, it looks like the XFL is making a return. Yes. Do you remember that football league created by Vince McMahon and the WWE back in, 1999? The XFL? It looks like it's coming back. They have a press conference set up for 12 p.m. today to announce the league's return in 2020. Can you believe this? Is this really happening? The XFL is coming back? I'm shocked right now. They had such a controversial first season and last season. It was only one season. That's it. That's all it took. But it did make people want to watch. Those first two games were very, very highly viewed in the ratings, even surpassing some of the NFL's games in that previous year. So the interest might be there, especially with all the controversy happening with the NFL this season. Could it be that the XFL returns, but this time, could it be that they're here to stay? Press conference at 12 noon today, 3 p.m. Eastern time, announcing the return of the XFL. Unbelievable. Breaking news this morning. All right, 5 things you need to know. Let's get you up to speed and out the door. Number 1, the sentencing of Larry Nassar. Or Nassar, whatever. I don't know. I just don't like this guy at all. Luann Simon, Michigan State University's president, resigned just hours after Larry Nassar was sentenced for up to 175 years in prison for his decades of abuse of young female athletes. Critics lashed Simon, accusing her of mishandling the scandal involving the doctor who worked as a doctor of the school. Nassar, who also is the former doctor for the U.S. Gymnastics, and when Judge Rosemary Aquilina sentenced him after weeks' worth of victim statements from 150 women and girls, she pretty much threw the book at him. "I've just signed your death warrant," she said. Aquilina also read a letter that Nassar wrote to her in which he accused the women of lying and said he was manipulated into a guilty plea. After reading it, she literally tossed it aside. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. This guy does not need to be out in our world. Lock him up. Number 2, immigration. For weeks, Democrats and Republicans who've been trying to hammer out an immigration deal have been begging President Trump to let them know what he wants. Now he's finally starting to do that. The president says he's open to offering DACA recipients a pathway to citizenship, and he said they shouldn't worry about being deported when their statuses expire starting in March. If the president sticks to this position, it's huge because the solution for the Dreamers has been the main sticking point in immigration and budget talks and may make Democrats more amenable to making a deal, but it's sure to tick off some conservative Republicans who consider an offer of citizenship nothing less than amnesty. Number 3, the World Economic Forum. President Trump arrived in Switzerland early this morning to attend the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. The billionaire president with the populist message showing up at the meeting of global elites. This kind of folks he often rails against would be awkward enough. But now there's a whole expletive hole countries angle to deal with. Yep, Trump will rub shoulders with the leaders and heads of states of some of the very countries he reportedly denigrated in the Oval Office just a couple of weeks ago. Number 4, cloning. Scientists in Shanghai say they've created 2 monkeys via cloning. The technique they use is the same method used to make Dolly the sheep 2 decades ago. This is all groundbreaking stuff to be sure, but are we okay with all of this? Humans are in the primate family, and with this birth of cloned monkeys, these techniques could theoretically be applied to humans. The scientists involved insist they have no interest in trying to do that, but a British genetics professor said we need to figure out now the ethical framework for these kinds of experiments. Number 5, water crisis. Cape Town, South Africa, one of the world's greatest cities, may run out of water in April. Yeah, you read that right. Officials in South Africa's second largest city say day zero The day when water taps run dry will come on April 12th. Cape Town's dealing with its worst drought in more than a century. Combine that with a rapidly growing city population and climate change, and you have a recipe for a crisis. People are coping by recycling bath water to flush toilets and limiting showers to just 90 seconds. And starting next month, residents will only be allowed to use about 13 gallons of water a day. Those are the 5 things you need to know this morning. Stay with us. Do not go anywhere. More Eggs, Bacon, and Joey on the way. I promise, on the way.
The following businesses are underwriters of KFUN 92.5. If you would like to hear your business on KFUN, call our underwriting department at 559-639-5925.
Hey, Fido, where you going?
I'm headed to the Animal House Pet Store.
Where is that?
It's at 333 Fox Street. I'm on my way to their VIP low-cost shot and preventative veterinary care clinic.
Is it open on Saturdays?
Yes, it is every Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Hey, Spot, would you like to come along?
Yes, Fido. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Spot, you can get your vaccinations there and get dewormed too. They also provide pet microchipping. We don't have to get a tattoo. We can get microchipped and never get lost again.
Super idea, Fido. Let's do it.
Spot, I'm hungry. You think they'll throw us a bone or two?
Stop by your local Animal House Pet Store at 333 Fox Street in downtown Lemoore for all your pet needs. They're open 7 days a week. You can also visit their feed store at the same location or give them a call at 559-924-9472.
Hey, is your car dying, worn out, or you just wanting a newer late model car, SUV, or an awesome late model pickup truck? Well, then stop stressing over the little things in life and visit your good friends at Shogun Auto Center for all of your auto and truck needs. Whether you have AAA credit or credit that's slightly challenged, at Shogun Auto Center, you're given not only the respect you deserve, but with a friendly attitude and a big smile. And here at Shogun, we'll go that extra mile to make it happen and get you approved rapidly so you're driving today. With a vast inventory of late model cars, SUVs, and pickups, you can drive away today in style and class, all while paying the lowest possible prices. Come see us today and allow one of our professional sales team members show you just how stress-free it can be buying a late model car or truck at Shogun Auto Center. And with a wide selection of banks and finance options, you'll experience the professionalism of Shogun Auto Center's dedication to you and the community as it's done for over 15 years. So wait no longer. Stop by Shogun Auto Center today, 748 Lacey Boulevard in Hanford. Again, that's 748 Lacey Boulevard in Hanford. Or give them a call, 559-584-4400. That's Shogun Auto Center. Check them out online at shoguncars.com. That's Shogun Auto Center.
Do you have an upcoming wedding, corporate event, holiday party, birthday party, quinceanera, or retirement party? Let J-Live Entertainment Special Event Service help you with all of your entertainment, rentals, and special event needs. J-Live Entertainment Special Event Service offers DJ, photo booth, videography, photography, dance floors, decorations, linens, mariachi, limo service, catering, and more. Give them a call or text at 559-362-4046 or go to jlivent.com and click on weddings. Call or text 559-362-4046 or go to jlivent.com and click on weddings. Your one-stop wedding shop, J-Live Entertainment Special Event Service.
Are you wanting to eat healthy for lunch today? The Rock and Roll Deli has over 10 salads on our menu. We also have clam chowder and chili every day. And now we have clam chowder in a bread bowl. Our clam chowder has been rated #1 in Kings County. You got to come in and try it. And you probably heard that we have over 70 items on our menu, the largest menu in Kings County. The best burgers in Hanford, hot dogs, prime rib hot dogs, and all with that famous boar's head meat, all natural and all fresh. So if you're hungry and want something really good to eat, come to the Rock and Roll Deli, 102 West 7th in downtown Hanford. Don't forget we have Sweet Palate Bakery inside as well, so you can fill your sweet tooth at the same time. The Rock and Roll Deli. Order online at rockletterNrolldeli.com or call us at 639-5000. Visit us in person at 102 West 7th. The Rock and Roll Deli, open today. Call us right now. Pick up the phone and dial carefully. 836-5386. That's 836-5386. And make your favorite request. 836-5386. 836-K-FUN.
Now here's much more music. The legends of rock and roll.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Eggs, Bacon, and Joey. Hello, how are you? Ooh. I always have a fly that's flying around in the studio that tends to cause some drama for me. Go, fly, shoo, fly. All right, China Peak will be reopening Friday with mid-mountain skiing for the first time this season. For those of you that are looking for some fun at China Peak, officials say they've received 6 to 8 inches of new snow as of 7:15 a.m. this morning. 6 to 8 inches of new snow out at China Peak. So they're reopening on Friday for mid-mountain skiing for the first time this season. Yay, China Peak. Saturday night might be all right for fighting. But if you want to see Elton John at Fresno's Save Mart Center, you'll have to settle for a Tuesday and a year from now. The global music icon announced on Wednesday his retirement from the road, but not before one massive 3-year tour. The Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour will include 300 concerts running through 2021, including a stop at the Save Mart Center at 8 p.m. on Tuesday, January 15th, 2019. Tickets for the show are $49 to about $224 and are on sale 10 a.m. February 2nd at the arena, box office, online, or by phone at 800-745-3000. Pre-sales will be available through American Express beginning 10 a.m. Thursday through January 29th. Ticketmaster will have its verified pre-sale 10 a.m. January 30th through the 31st. Once again, folks, this is Elton John's final, the Farewell Yellow Brick Road. And it's happening Tuesday, January the 15th, 2019. Elton John live in Fresno. The tour will feature an all-new stage production that spans the singer's 5-decade career. So once again, folks, Elton John live in Fresno, January 15th, 2019. Well, the Senate Judiciary Chairman Chuck Grassley said Thursday he wants to release the transcript of the committee's closed-door interview with Donald Trump Jr., joining Democrats on the committee who have pressed it to make it public. Grassley said he will now move to release all of the panel's interviews involving the June 2016 Trump Tower meeting between a Russian lawyer and Trump Jr., the president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and former Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort. Let the public have access to it, he said of the transcripts. But Grassley also said the committee has given up in its efforts to speak with Kushner, saying that he would not be testifying before the panel. Well, it looks like the 2018 Baseball Hall of Fame class was announced, with Chipper Jones, Jim Thome, and Vladimir Guerrero, along with Trevor Hoffman, taking their places in Cooperstown, New York. Once again, that's Chipper Jones, Jim Thome, Vladimir Guerrero, and Trevor Hoffman, all a part of the 2018 Baseball Hall of Fame class. Now, folks, here's something that I want to end the show off with this morning. In-N-Out burger managers make $160,000 per year. And labor experts say the chain's employee-friendly policies are good for the bottom line, too. This is huge. A survey published by Glassdoor in 2017 shows that some of the highest salaries go to attorneys, doctors, architects, and engineers. But according to new data obtained by the California Sun, In-N-Out burger store managers are making just as much, if not more. The chain's restaurant managers reportedly make an average salary of $160,000, roughly 3 times the industry average. A highly placed employee within the organization who is not authorized to speak on the matter could not officially confirm exact details, but told the Daily Mail that the information in the California Sun's article is accurate. The West Coast fast food chain also pays its entry-level employees above average. The minimum wage in the Golden State was recently raised to $11, yet all new In-N-Out associates start with at least $13 per hour. They are also offered benefits with paid vacations, free meals, and a 401k plan, according to the company's website. Our research shows that companies that take the high road make a profit not in spite of paying their workers better, but because they pay their workers better. That's Sarah Jeyerman, head of the University of California's Berkeley's Food Labor Research Center, who told the California Sun. And the workers are happy. According to additional research by Glassdoor, 91% of In-N-Out employees surveyed they would recommend the workplace to a friend. The chain was even voted as one of the best places to work each of the last 4 years. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a kid right now that is on the verge of being able to start working, I would recommend that you tell them to go apply for a job at In-N-Out Burgers. You know, kids these days, they say, "Oh, I don't want to work for a fast food company." Excuse me? Excuse me? You don't want to work for a fast food company? But In-N-Out is going to pay you $160,000 per year if you become a manager. On top of that, you're getting paid more than a minimum wage in California, 401k benefits, and much, much more. You better go apply at In-N-Out right this moment. In-N-Out Burgers giving you a job that's going to pay you money, and good money. Go get a job at In-N-Out. If you're an adult, if you're already ready for the workplace, go do it right now. Go apply. Go to In-N-Out. Wow, that's amazing. Eggs, Bacon, and Joey. See you later.
K-Fun 92.5, your home for classic rock.
Joey Perez is live in the studio now till 10 a.m. for the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show.